showcase. This is a second look at Starlit Adventures. Now, the reason I'm coming back to this guy is that the first time I looked at the game, I didn't really know much about it going in. I like just took a very quick look at it, kind of played the first level, showed off a little bit, and that was it. The reason I want to come back and revisit this game is because I think there's actually a lot more to it than I originally thought, and I don't think I gave the game a really fair look. So I wanted to come back and kind of give this game another look with you guys, so that you could really just understand that this is actually one of the better free games out there. Part of the reason for that is that so far I've been able to play this game 100% free, and I'm on the 3rd level, so I'm on level 17, and I've not had to buy anything yet to enjoy this game at all. This is one of the bonus stages, by the way. You get to do this every time you level up, and it gives you these green tokens. And the reason that these green tokens are important is because you can use them to buy things in-game. You can purchase these tokens yourself with money, with real money. I'm Canadian, so these are the Canadian prices. I don't know if it's showing this on my broadcast, but you don't have to. Like, I found that so far I haven't really had trouble getting through any of the levels with what I have in-game, and I found that I haven't really necessarily needed to buy anything. Everything that you can buy is just extra stuff, and it's all pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. Like, you've got, like, you know, a ninja suit. These are the only ones that you actually have to buy with real money, which is the unicorn suit, the dragon suit, and the dino suit. But honestly, you don't need them at all. They're completely vanity. They probably have special abilities and stuff, but you don't need them at all. Like, and I know I keep saying that over and over again, but I think it's really important when looking at free games to understand when a game is free to play and when a game is pay to win. And I don't think this game is pay to win. I think it's completely fair with what you have. Now, I unlocked the bomber suit, which I recommend getting. The reason I like the bomber suit is because, well, I'll show you. The reason I like the bomber suit is because it, lets you drop bombs like this. Okay, that was a bad example. But you can drop a bomb and land on top of it and use it as a platform. So for me, I've found it one of the more useful suits because of that. Whoa, okay, wasn't expecting the fish to do that. You also get one free retry per level, so you absolutely do not have to, you don't have to pay for resetting after your first death. So I kind of just try to beat all the levels within one try. So far I've been able to do that for the most part. I had a little trouble with the second boss at first, but then I found, once I figured out how to beat him, I could do him in one shot. So I don't think the game is so challenging that you have to worry about buying those retries, really. And again, the game's free, so you gotta expect that they're gonna have a little bit of that in it. And there is a little bit of that in it, but I find that, like, for the most part, I don't really think it's necessary to pay money in this game, ever. Most of the, like, real replayability in this is getting costumes and, like, trying all the different levels with the different costumes to see how they go for you. But I've been playing for, like, a little over an hour now, and I haven't really found that, like, I need to go out and just buy different costumes. Like, I find it really unnecessary. And if it was a game that you had to pay for, that would be different. I think if it was a game you had to pay for, then yeah, I would want different costumes, I would want different things so I could keep playing. Because it's a free game, and it's not a big game either, so it's not like it took up like my entire hard drive or anything like that. Obviously, like if you look at it, you can tell it's very simple. But it's cute, it's charming, very good for kids, definitely. And I think overall, when I first looked at this game, I wasn't too sure because I was worried about the free-to-play aspects. Sorry, the pay-to-win aspects, but they really don't exist. But the reason I recommended the bomb suit, because it's one of the... There's a couple suits you can unlock at the beginning. First of all, it's one of the cheaper suits. But I found it extremely useful. Because you can blow up blocks above you, beside you. You can destroy most of the game's blocks with it, including the ice blocks. And... oh, well that was... okay, so those monsters all covered with flame, you can't jump on those guys. Which is another reason I recommended the bomb suit, actually. It's because it can kill these guys, too. Like that. And those guys I found really annoying before I had the bomb suit. But you can make platforms with the bombs, which is the best part about it. Because there's a few areas that I don't think I would have been able to reach. I missed that. Oh man. That's okay though. There's a few areas I don't think I would have been able to reach without being able to make my own platforms. So you can go like this, and you can push them, put them wherever you want. I think it costed 100 and something, which was not a lot. It didn't take me very long to unlock it. I think I unlocked it in the second stage. I was like, or like right at the end of the first stage, so it didn't take me too long. You can also set more than one. It reminds me of Bomberman, actually. It makes me feel like the game is kind of like a platforming Bomberman, which is actually kind of cool, because I always liked Bomberman quite a bit. In terms of the story, I mean, you're not getting much there. Like most platformers, there's not much of a story to it. You're basically just, you're just this kid who rides around on this creature named Kiki, I think? The kid's name is Bo, I believe. And you're trying to get the stars back, because some dark being has stolen them from the sky, and that's it. That's the story. Not much to it. At least you're not saving a princess. I think that's pretty refreshing. It's very simple, but I mean, I didn't get this game for the story. I got this game because I wanted to have something to waste some time that didn't cost me anything. I don't know what just happened there. That didn't cost me anything, and that's what this game is. So to me, considering I got this game for free and I've already spent over an hour playing it, that's worth it. But I really wanted to show it off again, because I think it's one of the more charming games I've got. I'm going to be playing a lot of these free games on my channel. Showing them off, trying to help you guys figure out, which ones are worth taking a look at. This one, I honestly feel is worth taking a look. I didn't mean to do that. It's worth taking a look at. It's not hard. It's not Super Meat Boy, you know, but it's not easy. Like, there's some levels that I actually had to genuinely... Sorry, that got really loud. That I had to genuinely think about, and stop and just be like, okay, wait, how do we solve this? There was a couple times I had to restart a few levels, because I missed something and I wanted to go back and get it. So, you know, I think it'll challenge you enough. But don't go into this game expecting it to be something super difficult, because it's not going to be that. Oh yeah, let me show you... Okay, so there's the story mode, which I've shown twice now. But there's also two other modes. So, let's look at Infinite Tower quickly. Infinite Tower is a little different. You have you actually pick several suits to go into the tower. When you die in the tower with one suit, you have to use the others that you have. So that's one place where I guess unlocking other suits can help, but you, again, only need 3 to go into Infinite Tower. Did I already select that? Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, Infinite Tower is a little bit different. It's just it's a competition between other players, either friends or online, and you just have to see how far through the tower you can get. That's all. It's easy. Well, not easy. It's simple. Is what I meant to say. So this is actually farther than I made it last time because I was just checking it out. So that's all there is to this mode, but it's more of a competition type mode where you just try to compete with either yourself, to try to beat your old score, or your friends to try to beat their scores. And that's it. I don't know how to get over there. I'm not gonna... Cool thing about this mode, though, from what I'm seeing anyway, is it's a little bit of a nice kind of way to change things up from the story mode, because, like, the story mode is more about beating the level and just trying to get to the end, where this is a bit more about trying to, like, outdo yourself or outdo other people's scores, which is pretty cool. Give it a little bit of a multiplayer aspect. So something I'm noticing too with this mode is that it keeps switching my suits out that I'm using. So it keeps you on your toes, gets you thinking. I'm making it pretty far so far. Not too bad. Infinite Tower, is what it's called. I don't know how far this actually goes. It's called Infinite, so I'm not too sure if each level is random, or what. It obviously didn't hand make like an infinite amount of things, so I'm guessing it just keeps going until you die, though. Again, I've only just played this mode once, so this is actually mostly what you're seeing here is new to me too. I would say this mode's more for those, though, who are, like, wanting a challenge a bit more. Maybe not even a challenge is the right word, because this has been pretty easy so far. But more like a competition type of thing. Oh, this game's multiplayer, I forgot to mention that. I don't know quite how that works yet. But I've seen gameplay of different people playing it together, so it's gotta be multiplayer. Oh, I just missed that key. But I already have a key, so yay, treasure! I'm actually not sure quite how the treasure works in here. I see that there's sticker packs. I also don't know what I also don't know what you get from completing. Oops, I thought I had my boom. I still know what you get from completing the stickers, but I'm sure it's something nice. I'm guessing it gives you like some coins or something to spend or something. I haven't completed a sticker pack yet, because they're not... I wouldn't say they're hard to complete, but there's just a lot of them. There's a lot of different packs, so... But again, that gives the game a little bit of replayability. For a free game, it's always nice to have lots of stuff to do. To me, one criteria that I usually try to judge a game on is how much content it has. And to me, if a game's free and it has lots of content, that's a huge thing. That's a bonus. See, now here, if I had my bombs, I would be able to get those, but I can't because I don't have my bombs. So we'll keep going. Oh, and speaking of which, this really is infinite. I haven't shown you the challenges yet, but those are probably the parts of this game actually that people who want a bit of a harder thing going for them is going to enjoy that. Those, because they're not easy. That's pretty cool. trying to figure out how I'm gonna... Like that. See, that's why I like the bombs. Because you can make your own platforms of up to 2. I've even managed to make as high as 3 or 4 before with these. So I highly recommend getting yourself some bombs if you decide to play this. I want to keep going, but like, I want to show you guys the challenge mode, so I'm gonna end it here. This game is super cute too. It's really adorable, and as like cheesy as it sounds, I love cheesy, corny games, and I love cartoonish stuff. I like cute. I like cute. I like Kirby. I like Yoshi. I like cute. Not to say that I don't like dark and gritty sometimes too. I definitely have that side of myself, but I always just really like games when they're cute. It sounds almost like childish, I know, but I don't care. I like cute. So, there. So the challenge is, you unlock... These are all free, all these challenges, except for that one. I had to pay 360 green token thingies, which wasn't a lot. And, I've only played all the way through the free fall challenge 1 and the flying suit challenge. That one was pretty tricky, because there were these spikes that you had to go really close to without touching them, and it was actually pretty tough. And it looks like I didn't get any stars in it, so maybe I'll show you that one. And then the other cool thing about these challenges is that you get to use suits without having to unlock them. So the flying suit challenge lets me use the flying suit that I haven't even unlocked, and you get to use it for free. And you get to always use it. There's also stages in the story mode where you get to use suits for free, and every time you hit those stages. So that's also a really neat thing. With the flying suit, well, you can fly. And the best thing about the flying suit is you can attack enemies from below, and I think it's the only suit that can do that. The bomb suit can kind of do that, but not in this way. It's also a much darker and grittier level, which is still cute, but it's a nice touch. It's a nice thing to see. So there's a star right there. Whoa, he almost got me. I don't know if why I didn't get the stars the last time, because I'm pretty sure maybe you have to get through the level without dying? Because I died a couple times. As I said, it wasn't super easy. These treasure chests, to get them, you have to get the keys, and then go back and open them. Which I will say, the flying suit is pretty nice for being able to go back. There's very few suits that let you go backwards in a level. Once you fall down to certain areas, you're kind of stuck. And you're stuck. That's it. You can't go. I don't know what it is about the aesthetics of this game that I really like, but other than like them being cute, there's something more to it. Like, it's got a bit of a charm to it. I don't know. I like this character. He looks just happy all the time, but not like weirdly happy. I think he's just a happy dude. But like, there's also this really weird aesthetic, like with the creatures. Their noses are stars. I don't know if that's its nose or its mouth, to be honest, or both. Oh, I see, that killed me last time too. So here's something I wanted to show you. So you can continue once for free, for 0 tokens. But once you, I think after you die like one or two times, you have to spend just like 1, and it goes up by 1 each time. So what I would recommend is maybe spending 1 to restart, but then once you've died 2 or 3 times to just restart the level, honestly, at that point. But again, I've had very few times, even in these challenges, where I've had to restart the whole level. That was my fault, I wasn't paying attention. But see, now I can spend 1 token to keep going, or I can restart the whole stage. I'm gonna spend one here just because. But usually, even then, sometimes I would just restart. Because, like, the stages aren't that long. They really aren't. If they were really, really, really long, that would be a different story. But the challenges are pretty tough. Like, you have to actually pay a little bit of attention, and you can't just kind of glide through them, or you'll die very quickly. There's another thing too, there's a bit of like a multiplier system. So if you get like a bunch of gems in a row really quickly, or if you kill a bunch of enemies really quickly, you'll get a multiplier and you'll get like more score that way. I can't believe the scores some of these people have. I don't know how the heck they're getting these scores. But, that said, I did pretty okay. Pretty okay. And I got a sticker pack, which is great. Like, I can show you here, my score isn't even close to the top. I'm at basically the bottom. I think this is all, I think these are all of them, the whole 21 people. I believe. I don't know. It's gotta be, because it says top world. So come on guys, get on this game, get your scores up there. I really think this is a decent game. And again, it's free, so why not? Pick it up, try it, play it, have a little fun, or not. It's all up to you, but I got a good amount of fun out of it. I think I'm gonna get a more amount of fun out of it, and so yeah. That's all I can really say about it. I think it really speaks for itself for the most part. But I just wanted to give it another look because the first time I looked at it, I didn't give it a fair enough look. I wanted to show off a little bit more of what this game had to offer, because after I beat the first couple levels, that's when I unlocked the challenges in the tower, which I think these two are really the game going, if anything keeps this game going. So support these guys, show a little love, try the game. I think you'll find you'll be pleasantly surprised.